Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fizuddin bin Hizam and my metric number is 253553. Today, I will present about designing job-based structure that is point method approach. For the first slide is introduction. I will brief to you about the job. Every organization has variety of job that employee need to fill, and each of these job is essential to moving the organization toward their goal. The task that have been given to me is that to design job-based structure for the managerial and professional group and support group. The position that I choose for the managerial group is HR manager, and for the support group is production operator position. For the HR manager play as important role in the organization because they will manage of all aspect of HR to ensure that company runs smoothly. And the role of the production operator is important also to the organization. This is because they are responsible for operating and maintaining the machinery, and without them the organization cannot produce their product. Company that are being choose for this task is MSM Perlis Sdn Bhd. Okay, next is background of the MSN Perlis. MSN Perlis Sdn Bhd, formerly known as Kelang Gula Pedas United, Pedas Perlis Sdn Bhd. This company was established in 26 May 1971. This company was incorporated as a part of the Perlis Sugar project that is to deliver diversity and develop Malaysia agro-based industry. Location for this company is at Chuping Perlis. Main product of the company is variety sugar product including non-sugar and granulate white sugar. For the mission of the company is to excel as highly competitive and environment-friendly sugar manufacturer with exceptional quality recognition, to be a prominent corporation in the sugar business by providing product and services of superior value, so as to sustain consistent long-term growth in volume and profitable, and to achieve consistent and balanced commercial success by satisfying our customer need. Last is vision for the company is to be a forefront of Southeast Asia sugar manufacturing industry. For the next slide is about job analysis. In the job analysis, there are job description for the two of position, that is job description for human resource manager and production operator. For the first one, job description for human resource manager. Human resource manager in MSM Sdn Bhd is to manage the routine function of human resource in the company. There are HR manager are also responsible to coordinate human resource activity. The other important responsible are to enhance the company human resource by planning, implementing and evaluating the employee relation, and also need to develop policies, program and practice to employer to achieve the need of the company. The duty also need manager to updating the job requirement and job description to all positions to maintain the work structure. Manager need to support the company staff by conducting a recruiting, testing and interviewing program for the new hire employees. This position duties also need the manager to prepare employee tasks by conducting orientation and training program. Other important role for this position is to manage a pay plan for the employee by creating a periodic pay survey, conducting job evaluation, monitoring and scheduling individual pay action. HR manager also need to prepare pay budget and implementing pay structure to the company. important task of HR manager also is to retain the historical record of human resource by designing filing system to keep the past and current record. The accountability of this position is that to ensure the company run efficiently by managing well human resource function. Next one is job description for production operator. Production operator are responsible for performing various types of tasks to set up the machine, troubleshoot, operate, monitor, and also perform preventive maintenance on the machine that have been assigned to them. There are several responsibilities and duties of production operator that are required to handle the machine. The very important responsibility of the production operator is to set up the machine before it can be used by them. Before using the machine, operator must place the raw material that are needed to make the machine run smoothly. Next, operator must use the machine by following all regulations and guidelines. It is for the safe operation and also need to work order, written instruction and schematic to fulfill daily work requests. Furthermore, operator need to keep monitoring their tool and equipment. The tool and equipment must clean to avoid the machine from broken. This duty may include replacing part of the machine that is necessary, make an adjustment, and performing tune-up to the machine. Operator also must follow the safety regulation that has been outlined by the company, such as wearing a personal protective equipment. For example, is wearing safety glass, safety gear, hard hat, and safety boot. This is because it can protect employee from the harm that can be produced by the machine. Lastly, operator responsible to maintain their work area to become clean and neat. The accountability of this position are to focus on ensuring the production work effective and efficiently. They are responsible to maintain their production in order to keep the company running the product that can be marketed. Next is compensable factor. There are several compensable factors for each of job. For HR manager, compensable factor is skill required, responsibility, effort, and last is working condition. For skill required is 2, education and experience. For education, HR manager are required to have higher education in terms of human resource management. For the experience are also very important on this position because it requires manager to guide and manage many aspects of human resource service. Next compensable factor is responsibility. In this responsibility, there are two terms, that is personal contact and purpose of contact. Personal contact is manager are responsible with personal contact within employee because need to conduct and training the employee. For the purpose of contact, to widespread information about human resource to the employee in order to make them more prepared to work the work. Next compensable factor is effort. There are also 2 points, that is complexity and physical demand. Complexity, this position have a large complexity because need to deal with various important tasks that important to the company. For physical demand, no special physical demand are required to perform the work. Last is working condition. In working condition, contain work environment and hazard. For work environment, this work require normal working environment that is in the place like office, library and meeting room. For the potential hazard for this position is lower because the work condition is not exposed to dangerous risks. Next is for the compensation factor for production operator. Skill required. First is skill required, education and experience. The position did not require a high of knowledge for education because it need to deal with the machine. Experience, the position not require an experience in such as managerial position. This is because they only will do the job related to the machine. They can learn how to deal with the machine while work. Next is responsibility. For the personal contact are with the machine and technician. Purpose of contact, only make contact with the machine because need to maintain the machine condition. Effort. Next compensable factor is effort. There is 2, complexity and physical demand. Complexity for this position has less because need to deal with the machine and its component. Physical demand need a special physical demand because need to perform the work need to perform work because need to deal with machine. Next is work condition. For environment, this position is the work require a risk because work with machine dangerous and they need to follow instruction. For the hazard, this job position are being exposed to the various type of hazard. The risk to get an injury are high because of the machine and its environment. Next slide is job evaluation. For this slide, there is a table. For the first column of the table is compensable factor, degree, weight and total. In the compensable factor column, there are 4 components. There is skill, responsibility, effort and working condition. For the skill, I have put 50% because it's important for HR manager. There are 2 components in this skill, education and experience. For the degree of skill, I have put in number 4 for both, and for the weight is 20% for both, and total is 100 point for the both component. Next is responsibility, 30%. There are 2 components, personal contact and purpose of contact. For personal contact, I put in number 3 of degree, and for the purpose of contact is on the 4th. For the weight is 15% for the both, and for the total is 45% for both component. Next is effort. Effort is 10%. Complexity and physical demand. Complexity is for I put in number 4, and physical demand in number 2. For the weight is 5% for the both, and total is for complexity 20 and physical demand is 10. Last is working condition, 10%. Work environment in 2 of degree of 2, and work hazard in same degree of 2. For the weight is 5% both, and total is 10% for the both, and total point of HR manager is 340%. For the next is job evaluation form, production operator. Same like the HR manager. 4 component is skill required, responsibility, effort and working condition. For skill, I put 20%. For the component of the skill is education in degree of 2, experience degree of 3. Weight is 10% for both, and total is for education 20 and experience 30. Responsibility 20%. For personal contact, degree of 2, and purpose of contact, degree of 4. Both of weight 10%, and personal contact 20 point, and purpose of contact 40 point. Next is effort 20%. Complexity, I put in degree of 1, For weight become 10% and total 10. Physical demand force degree and the weight is 10 and total point is 40. Last is working condition 40%. Work environment degree of force and hazard degree of force both 20%. The point is both 80 and total point is 310. Market survey of the job. I use two websites, that is pay scale and salary explorer. For pay scale, for HR manager in payscale.com, minimum wages is 6,616. For salary explorer, RM 5,430. For production operator salary, minimum from pay scale is RM 1,170 25 cents, and for salary explorer minimum is RM 1,380. For the last slide is conclusion. Job evaluation is very important for every company or organization in this world. This systematic method is to compare jobs to determine pay rate that are equally and fairness to employees. There are several types of the job evaluation, but the most frequently being used is point method approach. Determining the job pay rate is important to overview value of all positions in the company. The use of this point method is considered as less biased by the employee because evaluator need to assign a job total point before assessing compensable factor. Designing the job pay structure, very important process that are needed by each of the company to make their organization become smooth.